Okay, guys, so like the title says, guys, let me get my thumbnail real quick. Drop these friends if they do the following. Okay, so I made a part 1 out of this, so I'm gonna make a part 2. But anyways, I'm gonna kind of elaborate on some old points as well. So if you guys have friends, right, you guys are young, you guys are my age, right, a little bit, on the early 20s, a little bit older than me, everybody's gonna encounter a group of friends, all right? But you guys gotta know when to cut people off, right? Because I know a lot of you people, how I think of it, right, if you still have the same friends from maybe high school or whatever, and you guys are still close, you need to reevaluate. Like, you need to look at yourself and say, am I trying to be the best version of myself? Am I trying to level myself up in every aspect? Why do I have the same friend groups? Do I still have the same mentality as them? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. Because when you're younger, you're gonna have certain friends, but there's most of the time, if you're trying to be like me, where you try to be the best version of yourself and you're trying to level up in every aspect of your life, you're gonna realize that most of your friends, you're gonna outgrow most of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just a harsh reality. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you people, you guys are like, oh, I like still be friends with my old people and blah blah blah. But for me, guys, I've been in so many different friend groups already, and you know what I'm saying, it wasn't like a bad thing. Like, not like I had fallouts with anybody, but it got to the point where I didn't want to be around them already, because it got to the point where I was trying to get on my journey, you know what I'm saying, trying to be the best version of myself in every aspect of my life. And a lot of my friends, they were just like, I feel like they were stuck in their life. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to improve. And, I tried to help them, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, and to be honest too, as a friend, right, you're supposed to help your boys. If you see them struggling, if you see them trying to, like they're trying to do something and they're getting a hard time, you're supposed to help them. But it gets to the point where you only can do so much, right? You only can do so much. And if you're like a broken record where you got to keep telling them every time, okay, do this, do this, do this, it gets to the point where it burns you out, as a friend. It gets to the point where you're like, bruh, why am I even hanging around these people if they're not even doing the work? Like, I play, like, one of my boys, right? We started streaming last year, my 40-year-old Fortnite friend, me, my boy, my 40-year-old friend, we started playing Fortnite again, and I haven't talked to my 40-year-old friend for several years, right? I met him in 2018 when I was only like 15. And he's always like, oh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber, I'm gonna be a streamer. And then this is in 2018, and then 2024 comes, bruh, he's still the same subscriber count from when I first met him in 2018. And he's always yapping like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I always try to help him. I said, bro, if you're really serious, you gotta put in the work. You gotta show up whenever you tell me you're gonna show up. You gotta do your collaborations. You gotta make videos. You gotta be creative. You gotta think outside the box. You gotta do something and change and improve. But he's still doing the same shit from 2018, right? Like, shit, lazy work ethic, lazy habits, etc. But it got to the point where there's only so much I can do to tell him to do this, to try and help him. But it's all up to him, right? Everyone's in control of their mind. God gave you a brain for a purpose, right? The only person who can control your brain is yourself. The only person who's controlling what I'm saying is me, right? If I'm moving my hand right now, that's me controlling it. I'm conscious of what I'm doing, right? Of my every actions. So it gets to the point where you need to realize and look at your friends and be like, you know what? Eventually I might have to drop these people. So sorry for the long intro, but anyways, the first thing that you guys gotta do, right? First group of people that you guys gotta drop, first sign is if, right? I talked about this in my other video. If they keep asking for favors, all right? If they're asking for money, for free stuff, if they constantly ask for rides, like, oh bro, I can have ride, I can go borrow your car, I can get money. So one of my friends, right, back in like COVID time, right, this fucking guy, right, always asking me for favors. So one thing, right, we noticed was we always used to hang out. Me and my group of boys, right, we always used to hang out together. We used to go eat, we used to go hiking, we used to go beach, we used to go restaurants, we used to go to the movies, we used to do whatever. We used to car cruise together, we used to work together. But every time on our off days, we would usually hang out, right, we would cruise. And what we would do is, we noticed was, me and my cousin, right, we would always be the two people always paying for people's food, people's, activities, whatever that it was, right? Every time the bill came, right, it would always be the same people. Our friends would just be sitting there over here, like, just crossing their legs, or like they'll be scratching their head. Or some friends will purposefully, they'll just leave. They'll go like, oh bro, I gotta go take a shit, I gotta go to the bathroom, when the bill comes. And then even one time my friend was like, oh bro, I forgot my wallet. But the next day he always shows up. I hate when people do this. They're like, oh, I forgot my wallet, I cannot pay. But then, like, on like the other days or shit like that, he shows up. He's like, how people, they grab their cash, right? They're like, hey bro, like, they acting all cringy, yeah, they fucking calling their money. And he's always like, those kind of people, they always brag about money, but when it comes to put money down and treat the boys, they don't do anything, or at least contribute. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to the point where a lot of people, right? My friends was always looking for free shit. Whenever we used to eat out, they would just be waiting. Like, I promise you guys, I have bank statements from all those years. I can go on my bank account, my old bank account, and I can look at every single thing that we purchased. My cousin too, I told her, hey bro, try to look at your bank account. He was showing me all the purchases that we did. I remember it too because I recorded it, because I was trying to do YouTube, right? So I have everything saved, the dates, the bank statements, everything that we did. You know what I'm saying? The times on my old phone when I recorded the videos, it shows, right? So I was like, bro, look at all these people. Imagine all that money that we spent on all our boys, but they didn't do the same thing back. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, guys, I would completely understand this, right? If, you know, you go out with your boys and you make communication, you let me know. Just tell me, bro, like, just be, have common courtesy. You know what I'm saying? If you can't afford for the food, at least tell us. You know what I'm saying? At least give us a little bit common knowledge as to why you're doing the things that you're doing. A lot of people, all our friends, they would just be waiting there. Like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell, bro? I know I work 2 jobs. I know I work double shifts. I know I'm doing YouTube and all this kind of door dashing and reselling. But at least communicate with me. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me. Tell me and my cousin, hey, bro, you know, I have bills to pay. I have kids to take care of. I have to pay. I have to help my mom. Maybe I'm not working enough. Maybe I'm trying to save money. Maybe if I can pay for my own food portioning, that would be great. That'll be majestic. You know what I'm saying? At least let us know. But these people, they were just like, oh, bro, I forgot my wallet. Oh, yeah. And then the next day, they're pulling out, they're acting like they get money. Like, hey, bro, calling my phone, bro, 20 grand. Easy money. Like, you know, like talking shit like that. So I'm like, bro, these kind of fucking people, these people are irritating. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets to the point where if they keep trying to get free stuff and they always try to like play you, right? It's selfish. These people are only looking out for themselves. And when they look out for themselves, imagine when shit gets tough, right? When you need help, when I need help, what they're gonna do? They're not gonna be there for me. You know what I'm saying? Because they could even do the basics. They could even fucking help. They couldn't at least let me know. I'll respect them even more if they let me know the truth. Hey, bro, I can't afford it. Is it okay if I just pay for my portion? Or can I just put down $20 and, you know, I can contribute more later when I get paid the next week from our job? You know what I'm saying? At least let us know. Have some fucking communication skills. Let us know. Have some common sense. Another thing that people will be doing, right? They would always be, one of my boys is always asking me for money. He's like, hey, bro, I can borrow $100. I can borrow $200. And me back in the day, right? When I was 18, 19, I wouldn't say I was necessarily a people pleaser. Maybe I was, but I always was, my mindset was I want to help the boys. And I guess all of my friends, they would always take my kindness for weakness. So I would be, oh yeah, I'll go help you, bro. I'll go help you. So I give him money. And I said, hey, bro, just pay me back whenever you can, right? And he's, oh yeah, bro, I got you. Bro, this is 4 years ago. I still haven't gotten my money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro. And that's the same type of people. They'll pull up to, like, they'll just be flexing on Instagram. They're like, you know those kind of people, they acting like they get money. Like, hey, bro, I made 10 grand, 20 grand. Oh, bro, I went to the casinos the other day. I was blasting money. I said, motherfucker, bro, what the money that you supposed to owe me? And those exact people, I fucking cut them out already. You know what I'm saying? I asked the, hey, bro, you had the money. He was like, hey, what money you talking about? They're acting fucking clueless. What fucking pussy, yeah? You know what I'm saying? That's why. And then they, like, these people, I see them, they encounter, like, one of my boys, and they're like, hey, where's 5K Dono? How come he don't talk to me anymore? How come? I wonder why, right? These people are so fucking clueless. So anyways, people keep asking you for money, and they don't repay you back, and they don't explain to you. Fuck them. If they keep asking for free shit, F them. If they keep asking for free stuff, for example, one of my boys would always be like, hey, bro, you know, you work at this job. I can borrow some of this stuff. Like, try go in the back and grab me some stuff. And they would always be asking for, hey, bro, I can borrow your car. Hey, bro, I can get blah, blah, blah. And other people, too, if they keep constantly asking for rides. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you know I have my own life, too, right? I would take you home. I'm, you know what I'm saying? If we work together, but I'm not going to be the type where I got to jump out of my way, my busy schedule to pick your ass up when you're a grown adult. You're supposed to know what to do. You're supposed to know how to drive. You're supposed to know how to get your own transportation. I don't like when people, like when I was working at these other jobs, I used to work at this warehouse job, right? And I wasn't necessarily friends with these people, but I was co-workers with them. I guess we were mutual. Anyways, it got to the point where I was the only motherfucker driving at that job. So everybody would be like, you know, I guess they would talk to me a little bit. They would try to make a friendship out of me, but we wasn't close friends. We were just co-workers. But they'll always come up to me after work. They'll be like, hey, bro, I can get right. Hey, bro, I can get right. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, right? So I was being nice. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's go get right. You know, maybe a couple of times I let it slide. It got to the point where these people, they wasn't even asking me for a ride after. You know why? Because they expected me to give them a ride because I kept giving them a ride the first couple of weeks of work. So it got to the point where when work finished, they didn't ask me. There wasn't, hey, 5K don't know, can I get a ride? They just was walking up to my car and opening my car door. I was like, bro, these people, they have no social boundaries. They have no awarenesses, right? They have no common sense that people have lives. They don't respect my schedule. They don't respect that, oh, maybe I gotta go pick up my girlfriend after work. Maybe I gotta go work my second job and I gotta fight through traffic, so I gotta get home early and shower and eat real quick before I go. Maybe I gotta go to the gym. Maybe I gotta pick up my siblings. Maybe I gotta go run some errands. Does people ever have common sense and respect people's times and know boundaries and social awareness, right? So I get it, guys. If your boys, like, you know, back in the day when I didn't have a car, my boys would always pick me up, but I didn't ask them. They offered. And it got to the point where even if they keep giving me certain things, I would repay them in a sense. I would give them gas money. I would treat them lunch. I would make sure that I'm respectful to them. I would make sure that, you know, I ask them how they're doing. I text them an update. I say, hey, bro, thank you so much for giving me a ride. I see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll treat you lunch. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you give and you receive. A lot of these people, right? The first thing is when they ask for favors, they don't give back. So I give to them, but they don't give the same energy back. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I ask them for favors, oh, bro, I know, or they ignore me, they don't text me back. I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But me, I'm the type of person, I never try to ask people for favors. If people offer me in the heat of the moment, I'll say, okay, thank you so much. But I make sure that I give back to them in a sense. You know, even if it's just small, like a little gesture, like a handshake, or thank you so much, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Or give them back money, or give them gas money, or treat them lunch, or be a good friend and help them and support them. You know, if they're doing a YouTube channel, I'll go in the comments and chit chat with them and give them a like. People expect, right, favors, but people, they're the type where they never give back in any sense possible, and they keep asking, and it gets to the point where the relationship, right, your friendships are one-sided. So you gotta look at these people, bro. If they constantly keep asking you for shit, you need to cut them out. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing, all right, if they keep getting into trouble, or if they keep doing dumb stuff, bro, look at my spelling, guys. If you notice that your friends, guys, are always drinking, they're smoking, they're partying, they're going out to the clubs every weekend, you know, they're getting high, they're driving and racing, and they're putting themselves in danger, they're getting into altercations and beefs with other people, it gets to the point where you need to realize that their shit, their terrible habits might possibly influence you, but also you might be with them at a wrong place at a wrong time. For example, I remember when me and my boys, we used to hang with this other guy from our job. And this guy, he had anger issues. He would always be raging. We was driving one time. He was honking out with horn at somebody because he was blocking the way. And one time he wanted to fight this other dude. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, right? Even if I wasn't the one calling the dude out or honking my horns, I was with him. I was affiliated with him. So it got to the point where I believe that if we continued to hang out with this guy, we possibly would have been in a weird, dangerous situation. We probably would have to fight someone because this guy was calling somebody out and, you know, we were affiliated with him. We was probably going to be a wrong place at a wrong time just because we was with this dude, because he couldn't control himself. He couldn't control his emotions, right? He had to react and he was doing dumb stuff. So it gets to the point where if you're affiliated with people doing a bunch of dumb stuff, you might be affected by them. You know what I'm saying? In some sort of way down the line, if you keep hanging out with them, their problems gonna be your problems because you're with them all the time. So cut these people out. If they keep drinking, they keep smoking, they keep partying, getting into beefs and altercations, they're stealing, they're doing dumb stuff, they're getting into arguments with other people, you guys gotta stop. You guys gotta stop hanging with these people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bruh, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, guys, right, if you guys watch my videos, I expect you guys to be improving your lives in every realm possible, whether it be physical, mental, spiritual, finances, businesses, your relationships with people, your communication skills, your leadership skills, your relationships with God, you know, learning how to fight, learning how to get in shape, you know, doing sports, building your academics, being educated, you know, being the best version of yourself. If you watch my videos, I don't tolerate, you guys already know, I don't tolerate alcohol. even if it's in moderation, I don't believe in it at all. I don't believe anyone should consume it, no matter what it is. Even if it's always just at a part. Nah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck that shit. I don't believe in smoking or drugs. I don't believe in fighting. When I say fighting, guys, I'm not talking about like in a ring, like as a sport, right? I believe in combat sports. Everyone should practice a combat sport. I'm talking about street fights. You know what I'm saying? Like people is like, oh, we go fight. I'll be the better man. Nah, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. Or just I don't know, drag racing. Put anything that put yourselves in danger. Your health, your people, your girlfriend, anybody. These are all dangerous activities. These are shit that could get you in trouble in the law with people, whatever, right? So if people are doing dumb shit, a lot of my friends, right, back in the day, they're all like, oh, bro, we go club, we go drink, we go strip club. I said, bro, I'm not even of age, right? But these people are like talking dumb shit. I'm like, bro, I don't want to be a part of that. You guys can go. I'm not going to be going. And then eventually I just stopped talking to them because it got to the point where I wanted to stay home, make money, start a business, work multiple jobs, everything that people consider boring, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to do that. They didn't want to do that. So I just was like, you know what? I'm not going to talk to you guys already. Well, I'm going to be wasting my time, my energy when I got so much stuff I need to get done in life. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, next thing is, what is that? Sorry, guys. I'm looking at my notes. Okay. If they have kids and they don't take care of them. Can you guys see my board, guys? If your friends have kids and they're the type where they're a deadbeat father or deadbeat mother, whatever, if they don't take care of their kids, even if the kid is an accident, you should be a man and be responsible and take care of what you created, right? A lot of these people are like, oh, it was just an accident. Why the fuck why did you sleep with that woman then? You know what I'm saying? If you didn't want a kid, why did you sleep with her? Why didn't you use protection? Why did you even, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why God said, don't be sleeping with random people. Don't sleep with people before marriage. You know, so because why? Because actions have consequences. So if you do that with random woman or your girlfriend and you wasn't planning to have a kid, guess what? If the girl gets pregnant and you have a kid, you better take care of your fucking kid. If you don't take care of your kid, I lost respect for you. It's just the plain truth. I don't want to be associated with people. If you can't even take care of what's yours, imagine your friends, the people that you surround yourself with. Do you care about your friends? Do you care about your family? It's like, it gets to the point where you're like, bro, these fucking people, they can't even take care of the kid. Even if the kid's an accident. Even if you're not with that girl already, right? Even if you're not with that girl, at least, even if you don't like her, at least do something. Show, like, every kid needs a father in their life and a mother, right? But especially a father, right? Especially if there's like male or female, you need a father in your life. You need parents, actually. You need both, right? But especially a dad. If the dad is out here, like some of my boys, like they get fucking one girl pregnant and they didn't even I didn't even see their kid at all. The kid was just gone. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, one time, one guy came up to where I used to work, and he was with another girl, and then one of my coworkers, this old lady, she was like, hey, how's your baby, in front of the girl and to my friend, right? And he was like, what baby? Like he was trying to act like he didn't have a baby because there was another girl with him. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of fucking mentality. You don't love your kid. You don't take care of your kid. I would never act like I don't have a kid just because I get a new girl. What kind of fucking childish activities is that? You know what I'm saying? So these people, if they can't even take care of what's their own, how do you think they're going to take care of their boys and everyone else around them? These people are the fucking first people who will be flaking you out and asking for shit and asking for favors, and they will never do the same, give you back the same energy and good shit, right? These people, if you don't take care of your kids, it's fucking like, you just look at them and say, bro, you know what kind of man are you? You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I get it, right? If you're young, you're not gonna have money, you're still struggling to find a career, you're trying to get your life together, but at least try. You know what I'm saying? If you just completely leave the kids, you know what I'm saying? I know some other people too, they get kids and they don't even take care of them. I'm like, bro, how do I talk to you? I don't respect that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't support that, I don't condone that. I cool with you, like, okay guys, if anybody watches videos too and you guys knew me from before, I don't have beef with anybody. I don't hate anybody. I don't hold grudges against anybody. I'm neutral with everybody. If I see you on the streets, I'll shake your hand. But I just don't like, it gets to the point where you gotta draw boundaries, and you kind of gotta just like, it's okay to like, I don't want to, like, I don't have to talk to you every day. I don't gotta hang out with you all the time. You know what I'm saying? It gets to the point where people need to know boundaries and they need to know when to just draw the line. So these people are the type, they're gonna get you in trouble because I don't know, man. But anyways, we'll keep a little bit short today, guys, because I've been yapping for a little bit. But if they're controlled by their girlfriend, I know some guys, bro. They get controlled by their girlfriend. They're not the man in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a control, like the guy needs to control the woman. But I'm saying that the guy he doesn't know. I'm not saying he doesn't know how to make this sit. Well, maybe, but how would I put this, guys? For example, I know one friend, right? His girlfriend tells him when he can hang out with his boys. His girlfriend tells him what jobs he can work, when he should work, how to make his money. This girl tells him he shouldn't be saying this, he shouldn't be doing this, he shouldn't think for himself. Like, it gets to the point where the guy can't even say what he wants to say. He can't work the jobs that he wants to work. He can't do the things that he wants to do. And it's pretty much a one-sided relationship. As a relationship, right? I've been with my girl for 4 years. In a relationship, we talk. We say, hey, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets to the point where it has to be mutual, right? You got to be communicating in a sense. And you guys got to talk about, okay, like for me, guys, if I didn't want my girl to do anything, I will talk to her and then I'll tell her why she shouldn't be doing the things that she shouldn't be doing. And she'll understand and she'll respect me. Right? And the same thing with her. If I'm doing something wrong, she tells me, she sits down and explains it to me, and I say, okay, that makes sense. Okay, maybe we should, okay, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. But if it gets to the point where your girl is just telling you hey, like I remember one of my boys, he had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend would be like, don't be working so much. You got to be spending time with me. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 and la, 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 la. Like, it was just like, what the fuck, right? You know what I'm saying? Bro, we're 18. We need money. We need to make money. We need to make income. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have money, if I'm not working all the time, how am I gonna support you? How am I gonna do this? You know what I'm saying? It gets to the point where these girls, if your girlfriend is controlling you all the time, even if it's reversed, right? If your boyfriend's controlling you all the time, you gotta sit down and you be like, bro, what is this? How come? So the reason why I'm saying that if your friends are the type to be controlled by your partners or whatever, you should drop them, is because these type of people, they would always be the type where they could never make their own decisions, even if they want to do something. Even if you tell them, hey bro, we need to start a business together, we need to go to the gym, we need to train, we need to make money, we need to go talk to God, we need to pray, we need to focus, we need to lock in for the summer, we need to do this. They will be the type where they wouldn't even listen to you because they have to listen to their girlfriend. The girlfriend or the boyfriend is like, no babe, you gotta, I have low self-esteem, you gotta come home, you gotta stay with me, don't hang with your boys, don't get in shape, don't go to the gym, don't look good. You know what I'm saying? It gets to the point where some partners are controlling. And if you're weak-minded and you let your partners control you in a sense where you're like, okay, yes, I obey you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like don't listen to your partners. I'm saying that if you guys don't have that mutual respect and that communication, like, okay, and that understanding that I have to get shit done, I have to go to the gym to train, to look better and to feel better, to build my physical and mental resilience. I have to work multiple jobs right now so that I could get ahead, so that I can use that money to pay bills, to pay for you, to support you. And then later on, I can use that money to reinvest into another business that'll make us more money and to get us out of the hood. You know what I'm saying? If they don't have that understanding, then it's like, bro, they're the type of people, even if like these people being controlled by the partners, a lot of these guys, right, like one of my friends, he would be the type where he wouldn't stand his ground. He would be the type where he was scared to say and stand up to his chick. Yeah, I'm like, bro, just talk to her, explain to her that you need to do the things that you need to do, help her understand. And if she doesn't understand and she's not supportive of what you're trying to do, drop her. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why these guys, they're gonna hold you back, your friends, if they're the type where they're so controlled and they don't stand their ground, and they would impact our friendship too, because it gets to the point where they'll be slowing us down, because you know what I'm saying, it gets to the point where they'll drag you down too, because they can't even stand up for themselves. Imagine when shit gets harder, they're gonna be like, oh bro, I'm sorry bro, like I cannot they're gonna disappoint us. Like, we're supposed to be running our businesses, we should be training, we need to be thinking about good ideas and thinking critical, to think outside the box. We need to be improving ourselves. You're not improving yourself if you're holding yourself back because you're letting your girl or your partner control you and you don't have the balls to stand up for yourself, right? So you see a lot of people. I just saw, okay guys, one quick story before I go. I just saw, like, I go on Instagram a little bit, right? I have this Instagram account, but I don't really use it for personal uses. Like, I use it because I have a lot of my videos I recorded and it's on my stories, it's in my archives, right? So I keep my account. and that account I used it in high school. And I don't really scroll on Instagram to look at people's stuff, like people like my friends. Like I don't really have that much friends either, but I have classmates, co-workers, people that I used to work with and interact with before. I follow them. But I was like, this morning when I was waiting, right, I was just eating breakfast and I was uploading a video. So I was like, okay, let me just look on Instagram real quick, let me get some ideas what to talk about. And I clicked one of my classmates' stories, right? It was like on a close friend stories from high school, and he was like, oh, yeah, I'm very sad and life is hard and it's kicking my ass, and you know what I'm saying, my relationships with my girl from high school was like, it's kicking my ass. Now we're going down a legal road, and I saved her life like multiple times, and you know, this and that, and I'm just like, I'm having a hard time. And then I was like, I remember this guy, right? He was the same type of guy. We was close like freshman year, like this is like 2016, 2017. And I remember when the same girl, right, he started dating this girl in high school, and right after he started dating this girl, he stopped talking to his boys. I don't like when people do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you get a girlfriend, guys, give you guys life advice, right? If you're in school, you have close friends, or you're working a job and you get a girlfriend, don't ever stop talking to your boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, they fucking switch up on their boys. I get it, guys, right? Maybe the girl, like, you know, you trying to like change, maybe your friends are bad influences, I get that. But if your friends are good and you're the type where you get a girlfriend and you stop talking to your boys, you stop doing the thing like working and, you know, talking and, you know, doing the old things that you guys used to do. If you guys do that and you switch up on your boys, right, good friends, now I'm talking about your good boys, like, bro, you I don't know what to say, but this guy, he did that to me. I remember in high school, he started dating this girl. He's like, oh, I'm in love, la la land, oh la la la. And he stopped talking to us. I was like, bro, this guy, right? We're close friends. So I was like, go let him be, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Let him be happy, right? He's in love, blah, 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 blah. So anyways, I guess after high school, right? Like, they dated, they graduated in 2020, we graduated in 2020. And then, like, you know, I would look on his stories once in a while, like 2021, they were together. And in 2022 was like on and off. And in 2023, they broke up. And in 2024, blah, blah, blah. And then I guess now, I just saw like this morning, he's like, oh, now we're going down, like, oh, we gotta go to court or like something legal. I don't know. Maybe she filed a restraining order on him. I don't know, right? But these people, I was like, you drop your boys just to be with a girl, and then now your relationship is failed. These people, man, these people are annoying. But anyways, guys, I see you guys later, right? I see you guys later. Yes, sir.